Hello game devs, welcome back to another GDevelop 5 tutorial. So today I will be showing you how to create a Flappy Bird game in GDevelop 5. So this tutorial was requested by someone on one of my previous tutorials. You can check out the name of the person in the description of this video. So as usual, you can also make your tutorial request by placing it in the comment section below. So a lot of you have been asking me for the project folder um of my tutorials. Well, they're always available in the description of the video. Okay, so let's have a preview of what Flappy Bird game would look like. So here we go. These are Flappy Bird game. So I'm using the mouse to control to make my player jump. Okay, so this will be our game over screen, and it goes on that way. Okay, so let's begin. I'll just minimize, open a new project. Just need to change something real quick. Okay. Okay. So let's begin. For those who need to develop, GDevelop is an easy-to-use game creator with no programming language to learn. Let's create a new project. So we're creating an empty game. Okay, so let's add a new scene. I'll just rename this. So this will be our first scene. So just name this the menu. So this will be our menu scene, and sorry about that. Open your project manager, open up your scene. Here we go. Now just edit this game setting properties, the window width and the height. For width we'll go with 400 and height about 500. Okay, apply. Okay, so menu. Now let's create a game over scene. Okay, so create a game over scene. But first we will work on our menu scene. So rename game over. Game over. Okay, there we go. I'll open my menu scene. Let's add a new object. Sprite. So we need to add a background for our game. So add. Okay, so let's pull in our background. Just name this BG. Apply. Put this into the scene. There we go. X0, Y0. Okay, that's perfectly placed. Let's go. Now let's add in a text object. Add a new object text. I'll just name this Flappy. I'll just write Flappy Bird game. Okay, so there we go. Name. Apply. Put this into the scene. Okay. Edit object. Select a new fonts file. Okay. Apply. I think this is a bit small, so let's increase the size about 40. Apply. Okay. There we go. Now we need to add a play button, so add a new object sprite, add an animation, add here we go, play. I'll name this play underscore button. Apply. Put this into the scene and scale this about 100. Custom size. There we go. Okay, I'll just place this right here. Okay, so now we have a menu. Let's go to our menu, events, add a new empty event, add a condition. Cursor or touch is on an object, which will be our play button. Okay, so before we do this, add a new scene, rename game. Okay, just name this game. Yeah, that will be our main scene, so I think that should be the game. Okay, so cursor touch is on play button, and touch or left mouse button is down, is held, sorry, left. Okay, add an action, scene, change to scene, change to scene game. Okay, so once this is on this now, it changes to the scene. Okay, menu events. Okay, so now let's go to our game over. Now let's read the game. Let's go to our game over scene. So I'm creating. I have this scene before. The Flappy Bird scene to prevent errors and make our project much more organized. So we have to go through the scene first. Okay, so let's add a new object. Now going with the tile sprite BGG, which will be our background. Apply. Put this into the scene. X position 0, Y position 0. Width. Same with our window height 500. Custom size. Okay. Now let's add a restart button. Sprite. Add an animation. Add that's a restart button. And rename that restart underscore button and apply. Put this into the scene. Same, we need to scale this down with 100, height 100, custom size. There we go. Now let's add our home button, sprite, add an animation, add. You'll name this menu underscore button, apply. Put this into the scene, size 100, height 100, and custom size. Okay, same Y position on the 272. Here we go. Same here. 272. Okay, so now we have our menu button and our restart button. Let's go to our game over event, add an empty event, add a condition. Cursor touch is on an object, restart. Okay, add a condition, touch, button test left. So once our cursor touch is on the restart button, add an action, scene, change to the scene game. Because it restarts the scene, add an empty event, add a condition. Cursor touch is on the object menu, add a condition, touch is down, left. Okay, add an action, scene. So this changes to our menu scene, menu. Okay, so let's add an empty event. Okay, add an action, offset. So let's change the image X offset of new object. Modification size set to value 1. Okay. Preview. Okay, so here we go. Let's go to our home. Okay, that works. Play. So this is it. We haven't worked on this scene yet, so nothing is supposed to show up. So close that now. Let's go. So we don't need this anymore. Okay, now for our Flappy Bird scene, which is a game. Okay, so we need to add in some object. Let's add an object, which let's add the bird, which is the main object. Okay, delete that. Sorry about this. Okay, add a new object, sprite, add an animation, add. let's add in the bird animation 1 and 2, open. That's the sprites 1 and 2. So we need to set that to loop, and okay, and set this to 205. So we need to edit the points also. Place this in the middle. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Delete. Change to red. Okay. Okay, I think that's perfect. Close. Rename this Flappy Bird underscore bird. Flappy Bird, and apply. Pull your bird. Let's pull our bird into the scene. Now let's go to our events. Add a new empty event. Add a condition. Sorry. An action. Rotate. So we'll be rotating our bird towards an angle. So rotate Flappy Bird angle to rotate towards in degrees 50 angular speed. And to rotate towards, we need a random. Here we go. Random float in range. Minimum value minus 90 and the maximum value of 90. Apply. Angular speed go 50. Okay, so there we go. Now add an action. Cancel. Sorry. Preview. So here we go. As you can see, a bird is moving, so makes it look like it's flying. Close that. Now let's add some pipes which will serve as obstacles for players. So add a new object, sprite, add an animation, add. Here we go. Let's add top pipe first. Rename this top underscore pipe. So we need to change the points. Now you will understand why I'm doing this later. There we go. Okay, close. There we go. We have our top pipe. Apply. Add a new object, sprite. Add an animation. Add bottom pipe. Underscore pipe. Same here. Edit the points. There we go. Zoom out. Oh, sorry. We need this at the top. There we go, right here. Okay, so this is perfect. Apply. Now let's pull this into our scene. So pull in your top pipe. Position that right here. 320 and about 170. Position your bottom pipe on 320. Y, same 320. Okay, so we have that here now. So let's go to our events. Before we do that game, we need to add this both pipes to a group. So you can access your group here, open a group, add a group, rename that. So rename this group pipes, and add the top pipe and the bottom pipe. Apply to the group. Okay, now let's go to our events, game events. Here we go. Add an empty event. Add a condition of need a force. So add the force. Here we go. Add the force. so which is our group pipes on the x-axis -100 and on the y-axis 0. It's an instance force. The force will only push the object during the time of one frame, typically used in an event with no conditions or with conditions that stay valid for a certain amount of time. Okay, so here we go. Preview. So there we go. As you can see, our pipe moves. So that's how it's expected to work. Now close this. Now you need to understand something about the pipes in a Flappy Bird game, and that is the Y position of the top pipe. The Y position of the top pipe determines the Y position of the bottom pipe. By this, a few values are added to the top pipe's Y position in order to get the bottom pipe's Y position. So that's why I changed the points for our pipes. Now let's go to our group event. Sorry, add a new group. Here we go. I just named this pipes and set a color for it, just for fun. Apply. Okay. So let's go. Add an action. Add a condition. Sorry. So we need to get a timer. So here's scene timer. Value for scene timer. Time in seconds. 3 seconds. So this is the time it takes for each pipe to respawn. So timer's name. I'll name that pipe underscore spawn. Okay. Okay, so the time of pipe spawn is greater than 3 seconds. Add a condition. Trigger once. So trigger once while true, and add an action. Create the object. So we need to create the object top pipe at the X position of 420 and the Y position of, we need a random in range. There we go. That's a random flows in range. So at the minimum value of 70 and the maximum of 320. Apply. So there we go. Okay, layer. That's an empty layer. Okay. So now add an action. Create. So create an object. That's the bottom pipe. X position 420. Y position. Now we will be using our top pipe's Y position. So position, which is our Y position object top pipe. Apply. Then add a plus 120. So this is the space between each pipes, between the top pipe and the bottom pipe. Okay. Add an action. Reset. A scene timer. Timer's name. Pipe. Spawn. Okay. So there we go. Preview. So there we go. As you can see, this is it. This is the time it takes every 3 seconds. It creates a new pipe. So this is the space approximately. It's 120 between each pipe. So close that. Now let's add a jump to our Flappy Bird. So let's add a group. Add a new group. Not in this. Okay. Add a new group. I'll name the group Flappy Bird. Okay, Flappy Bird. Select a different color. Okay, this is great. Okay, so add a subcondition. Add a condition. left mouse button, sorry, released, mouse button released left. So left mouse button was released trigger once while true. Okay, now add an action, simulate. So we need to simulate pressing jump. There we go. Simulate jump key press, Flappy Bird. So that won't work here. We need to give our Flappy Bird a platformer behavior. So okay, let's go to our game. Close the groups. So open up Flappy Bird behaviors. Add a behavior. Use our platformer character. Open that. Okay, so gravity 500, jump speed 350, maximum speed 150. Apply. Okay, so game events. Simulate pressing jump key for Flappy Bird. As you can see the behavior. Now add an action. Allow. We need it to jump again. So jump. There we go. Allow. Again jump in Flappy Bird. Okay. Preview. So here we go. As you can see, this works now. I'm using my mouse. There we go. Okay, close that. So now we need to add a rotation when our bird is falling down and jumping. As you can see, there was no rotation in that. So add an empty event, add a condition. Flappy Bird is falling. So Flappy Bird is falling. Okay, add an action, rotate. So we need to rotate a Flappy Bird at a speed. Rotate Flappy Bird angular speed of 60 degrees. Okay, so add an empty event. Now this is when our player is falling, it rotates it to 60 degrees. Add a condition, released. Mouse button released left, which will be our control. So left mouse button was released. Add a condition, trigger once while true. Okay, so left mouse button was released, trigger once. Add an action, change. We need to change the angle between the end of text object. We will change angle Flappy Bird modification sign set to value 320. Okay, so preview. So here we go. As you can see, once our bird is falling, it rotates our bird. There we go. Okay, so now let's add a score to our game. Close that. Let's add a score. So we need to create an object, add a new object, text, and name that Flappy Bird score. Okay, size 20, font same here, text 0 by default, and apply. Let's put this into the scene. I'll place this somewhere around here, right here, and that's perfect. Okay, so let's go to our game events, create a new group, name this score, edit color. Okay, we'll leave this color, apply. So add a condition, cancel. So we need to link this to our score first. So add an action, modify modify the text Flappy Bird score, choose an operator, set to value. Let's get a variable. We need to string it, so text of scene variable score, apply. So variable string to score. Okay, now add an empty event. Now this links our score. This links the variable to the Flappy Bird score text. So now we need to score our player. To do that, add a condition position x position of an object, which is x position of Flappy Bird. Sign of test is less than value to compare. Sorry, the x position of pipes, not Flappy Bird, which is the group text position of pipes. Value to compare is less than Flappy Bird x position. Open that up, center, and close that. Okay, so this is an expression, so that's the name of our bird, Flappy Bird. So now add a condition, x position of an object, Flappy Bird, choose an operator is greater than, sorry, object pipes is greater than value to compare, Flappy underscore bird dot x, open a bracket, center, and minus 60. Okay, so that bird is greater than, it is less than and is greater than our Flappy Bird. Add a condition, trigger once. So we need this to trigger once, and add an action, scene variable, value of a scene variable, which is the scene variable we created, score, modification sign, add value 1. So it adds 1 to our score, preview to the score. So there we go. As you can see, our score is being created up here. Once it's created in the pipes, once the pipes are behind our bird. Okay, so close that. Now we need to add a floor and a background to our game. So game, okay, so without sprite, select an image, which is our BG, and rename this BG. Apply. Now put this into the scene. Okay, X position 0, Y position 0, and width 400, height 500, custom size. Now set the Z order to about -1. That is completely behind everything in our scene. Okay, so now let's add a floor, add a new object, sprite, sorry, delete. Okay, it's a cloud sprite, add a new object, cloud sprite. There we go, which is our grass. That will be our floor. I'll rename this floor. Apply, pose into the scene, so place it somewhere around here and stretch it out. Okay, so here we go. Now let's go to our game event. Add a new group. Okay, add a group name. So just name that okay, I'll just name this BG and grass, which is our floor. It just goes up to the top. Okay, now so add a condition. Okay, now add a condition. You could add a beginning of the scene, but let's just go to the actions. So add an action offset. So image x offset of bg. Let's start with our bg. Add sorry, add value 1 to it. Okay. Now add an action offset. So no, the offset only works for tiled sprite. So here we go, tiled sprite object. So it only works for tiled sprite. So floor, add value 1.7. Okay. So there we go. Preview this. Oh, sorry. So here we go. This looks better. Okay, so now we need to add an obstacle. We need to add an object which will serve as an obstacle for our players. So close that. Okay. So game, add a new object, sprite, add an animation, add a black mask. Okay, so name this border, apply. So this places, just place around your game. Go straight the all the way. Place one right here. Same, place one here. Okay, and place one here. Okay, so there we go. Now this covers our whole scene, not our whole scene, but our whole game, width and height. Okay, so now let's go to our events. We'll just read that. Add a new group name. So just name this obstacle or border. You said that's a border, and a sub condition. We go pull this up. Okay, so border, add a condition, beginning of the scene. So at the beginning of the scene, okay. Add an action, hide. So we need to hide the object, border. Okay. So it hides the object border at the beginning of the scene. Now add an empty event, add a condition, if, which is all. Okay, so all. Here we go. Okay. Now add a condition, collision. Collision, Flappy Bird is in collision with border. Okay, all. Just copy that. Copy. paste Flappy Bird is in collision with pipes, which is a group. Add an action scene to change to scene game over. Okay, so here we go, game preview. So there we go. That works. Once our bird is in collision with the pipes, a changes to our game over scene. So I'll just play it from the menu. Preview. Okay, so here we go. Is our game over scene. This is the scene. Okay, so that's how to create a Flappy Bird game. I hope you enjoyed every single bit of it, and you can now follow me on Twitter at the Gem Tutorials to get updates on upcoming tutorials and much more. So